On the last day of his 5-day visit to Australia, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the Australian Parliament and said that terrorism is changing in character and its reach. He emphasized that there must be an increase in the bilateral security cooperation to combat terrorism, which has become a major threat to the world.
Honourable members, in our interconnected world, our shared challenges extend beyond our region. Terrorism has become a major threat for us all. In India, we have seen its face closely for 3 decades, and we see it with the clarity that comes with it. Terrorism is changing in character and expanding in its reach. Internet has made recruitment and call to violence self-generated. It also feeds off money laundering, drug trafficking, and arms smuggling. We have to deepen our bilateral security cooperation, but we need a comprehensive global strategy for a global problem. It will require closer security cooperation, but even more, a policy of no distinction between terrorist groups, of discrimination between nations. A resolve to isolate those who harbor terrorists, willingness to empower states that will fight them, a social movement against extremism in countries where it is most prevalent, and every effort to de-link religion and terrorism. As I look to the future, we would also need to ensure that outer space and cyberspace remain instruments of connectivity and prosperity, not new frontiers of conflict. This is an age rich in promises, but also filled with challenges. We can only pursue our dreams if we have the confidence that our cities are safe, our nations are secure, our region is stable, and our world is peaceful. This vast region has many unsettled questions and new challenges. Historical differences persist despite growing interdependence. The ocean are our lifelines, but we worry about the access and security in our part of the world more than ever before. Our region has seen huge progress on the foundation of peace and stability, but we cannot take this for granted. Preserving it will be the most important task in the region. India and Australia can play their part in it by expanding our security cooperation and deepening our international partnerships in the region. But we do not have to rely on borrowed architecture of the past. Nor do we have the luxury to choose who we work with and who we do not. But what we do need is to work together and with others to create an environment and culture that promotes the currency of coexistence and cooperation, in which all nations, small and big, abide by international law and norms. I came to you with the greeting of 1.25 billion people of a nation that is linked to the Australia by the great Indian Ocean, by our connected history and our many shared inheritance, and even more by our deeply interlinked destinies. And today, I have come to unite in the spirit as we were once by geography. The spirit that is fed by many stirring stories of human success and sacrifice. This morning, Prime Minister and I honored our soldiers who 100 years ago made the supreme sacrifice together in the Battle of Gallipoli. The man who designed this beautiful capital of Canberra, Walter Burrell Giffin, lies buried in the old city of Lucknow in India. More than 150 years ago, an Australian novelist and lawyer, John Lang, fought the legal battle for a brave Indian freedom fighter, the Queen of Jhansi, Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai, against the British East India Company in India's first war of independence. He also lies buried in the Indian hill town of Mussoorie. The statue of Gandhi in Canberra is a symbol of our shared values. We celebrate the legend of Bradman and the class of Tendulkar together. We are impressed by Australian speed as you charm by the Indian spin until, of course, Shenwan came along. But above all, we are united by the ideals of democracy.